Hey YouTube, yugiohmarketman here, coming to you with another deck for dummies. I was supposed to do this yesterday. No, today's Wednesday. Okay, today's Wednesday. I'm doing it today. I was supposed to be on a little like hiatus from YouTube until the new year, but I still am, and I just decided that I've been playing at Dueling Network a little bit, and I've only been playing one deck for the past like week and a half, and it's been steelswarm. And I've got to say that I think I've found one of the best builds possible, and it's amazing. Like this deck is freaking hilarious. It's basically monarchs, but with more support and being a little bit nerfed in the fact that your treeborn isn't as broken. So yeah. But other than that, you are like good to go with this deck. Um, and I think everything is out except for one monster, which I am running two of. Um, to my knowledge, everything else is out. But here's the deck list: three steelswarm girastag, three steelswarm moth, or two steelswarm moth, one mantis, three steelswarm cell, three steelswarm scout, two needle, which are I think that's the one that isn't out yet. The stuff that's non-steel swarm, you got one gorz, two mystic tomato, two armageddon knight, one grepher, and two necro gardna. Um, and I'll explain the effects real quick. Call the steel swarm collar that I'm running three of. I don't know if I said that already, but when it's tributed for steel swarm, you can special summon a level 4 lower steel swarm from your deck, which is pretty good because it's a floater if you tribute, but if not, whatever. The needle, I think, is probably the good one for level 4s, in that is kind of anti-meta a little bit. It's 1850, which is a pretty decent beater, and when it's sent to the grave in any way, if it's face up, face down, whatever, select one face up ritual fusion or synchro monster on the field and destroy it. So, if it's anything but Stardust, you have an automatic destruction. So, it's pretty good. Cells are your cyber dragons. Scouts are your treeborns. Mantis, basically, when you tribute summon, you can pay 1,000 to special summon any steel swarm in your graveyard. So, it comes right out to the field, just boom. Then you've got two moth, which I actually really like. It's a mini Trunade, or like double compulse kind of thing. I don't know. You pay 1,000 to target up to two cards your opponent controls, return them to hand. That's 24. Mantis is 22. And girastag is 26. And this is actually the broken one. When you tribute someone with a steel swarm, obviously, you can target one card your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard, and gain 1,000 life points. So it not only gets over Stardust, but it gets around it as well. So it's pretty good. All the other stuff is self-explanatory. The tomatoes are just to get, like, if it's the end of your opponent's attacking, I guess, end of their battle phase, and you got rid of your tomatoes and you don't have a steel swarm yet, get your scout, um, or your cell or whatever. Yeah, or you can get like an Armageddon Knight, so you can dump your scout, or grepher, whatever, or gardna, my bad. Spells, three of the most broken spell card in a while. I mean, there's duality and stuff like that, but I'm saying the most um, archetype, the most broken archetype based card in a long time. And its first step towards infestation. You have to run three. If you don't run three, I will slap you upside your head. Return one face up tribute summon steel sword monster to the hand, draw one card. Why is that good? It's a quick play and it can be activated on your opponent's end phase. Then during your main phase, get your scout to the field and retribute. Broken. And it replaces itself. So it's good. One recurring nightmare. I'm flip-flopping between that and one creeping darkness, which is in the side deck. I don't know if that's out yet or not. But recurring nightmare, you guys should know from back in the PTDN days. 1 rota because you are running 5 warriors. Allure, reborn, heavy. 3 MSTs. I'm gonna do that now. I'm running a dark hole and 2 MSTs because I've gone into too many times where I've needed a dark hole and I had an MST. So dark hole, double MST, 1 avarice, 1 burial, foolish burial, 1 for 1, and 1 solemn judgment. People play treacherous over the solemn judgment. I don't like that. I like to negate shit, not destroy stuff up and then all of a sudden get starlight roted. So side deck, 1 dark arm, 2 dark creator, 2 sinister sprocket. Oh my god, this card is hilarious as hell. I love this card, and it's a super, so it's shiny, and it's really cheap. It's like I could pick up both of them for like a quarter because it's garbage, but it's actually really good. The effect is when it's sent to the graveyard for the synchro summon of a dark synchro monster, you can destroy 1 face-up spell or trap card. So if they're playing any kind of SAMs or any kind of anti-meta with like, I don't know, like Shadow Imprisoning Mirror and D-Fisher and stuff like that, synchro, and when it's sent to the graveyard, it's simultaneous with the summon of the synchro monster, the effect of Sinister Sprocket. So Sinister Sprocket's going to activate, boom, hit their face-up acro, get your monster on the field, and you're pretty much good to go. It's a nice level 1 tuner, so you can use 1 for 1. Then 1 Plague Spreader. I'm siding it, not maining it, because I'm not really feeling it being mained. I don't really like that. Again, Creeping Darkness or Recurring Nightmare inside. Whatever. I don't know, it depends on the day, I guess. 1 Burial from a different dimension because of the simple fact of D-Fisher is out there, and I'm playing Dark Creator and Dark Arm in the side deck. So I like to, and as an addition to that, I can get my gardnas back because those things, they do wonders. It's so good. 2 warning, and this is still on the side. 2 call, 1 return from a different dimension in case I'm playing D-Fisher or against D-Fisher. 1 treacherous for like game 3 because they're gonna side out their Starlight Road, and I can side in my own Starlight Road. So there we go. Extra deck, 1 Utopia, 1 Catastor, 2 Stygian Sergeants, 1 Gaia Knight, 1 Brio, 1 Black Rose, 1 Chaos King Archfiend. Good, 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 good. So good. 2 Dark Highlanders, 1 Hundred Eyes, 1 Dark End, 1 Thought Ruler, 1 Stardust, 1 Scrap. The reason why I'm playing Hundred Eyes is because steelswarm girastag is level 7, so I can go into 100 Eyes. I can go into a Dark End that way. I've also got gorz, which lets me go into those. Then Dark Highlander I'm playing because it shuts down my opponent, and I have steelswarm moth, which is level 6, which allows me to get that out on the field. That's the same thing with Chaos King Archfiend because that's a level 7. Stygian Sergeants I'm running 2, and the reason being I only need a Fiend tuner. The non-tuner doesn't matter, so I can reborn. I can use a face-up like Tomato or grepher or whatever, and use my sprocket with that to get the Stygian Sergeants out. And I'm running 2 sprockets in the side deck, so there you go. Boom, boom. Get my mini BLS stuff to the field that can just wreck a bunch of shit. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think that's it for the deck. I'm going to have the deck list below because I know Steel Swarms are new and people are going to be like, I don't know what these cards are. I don't know what he's talking about. So I'm going to put it down below for you guys real quick. And check it out. Try it out on Dueling Network. It is freaking amazing. The only problem, though, is it can have like all monster hands with 25 monsters. But I have yet to have that happen to me. Because I seem to open up with like 3 monsters, 2 spells, and either Solemn Judgment or a 3rd spell. So, meh. And tip for you guys too, do not have more than 2 trap cards in this deck and only main 1 trap card. You can choose to main treacherous instead of solemn judgment. I like solemn judgment more, but that's just whatever. That's your playstyle. Um, but the reason why you don't want back rows and trap cards in this because Scout is just like Treeborn. If you have back rows, you can't bring it out. So, boom, boom. There you go. And comment, rate, subscribe, and all that other jazz. And this is my official announcement for my hiatus. I will not be back on YouTube until, check my calendar real quick. Let it load. Okay, I have a Mac, so I'm trying to go into my dashboard and it's taking like a minute. Just hold on. I wish I had editing software because I'd be able to take this out. Okay, on the 9th, I will be back. Not the 2nd, but the 9th, because I'm going to be busy all the way through the 1st. So, and then like the first week, I'm not really going to do anything except for maybe one of these decks for dummies, because that'll just be like a random thing that I do. But I won't be officially back until the 9th because that'll be after my first local that I'd be back doing stuff at. So, yeah. Alrighty, that's it for now. Peace out, YouTube.